People love to say that Anakin's fall to the dark side was rushed and it didn't make sense. But the truth is his fall was slow, emotional, and that it had been building for years. So let me break it down with 11 reasons why Anakin's fall to the dark side makes perfect sense. Anakin left Shmi when he was 9 years old, completely different to other Padawan who he usually picked up as toddlers. But this time he's already attached and the Jedi training discourages attachment. By this time it was too late and the emotional damage was never healed. Years later he has visions of his mother in pain, so he goes and finds her to learn that she's been captured and she dies in his arms. He blames the Jedi for stopping him from saving her, and that grief turned into violent revenge, and this was his first true fall. Even as a war hero, the Council treated Anakin like a liability. He craved respect, and the only place he found it was Palpatine. Anakin had dreams of Padme dying, just like the ones he had with his mother. He wouldn't let that happen again, and that fear left him vulnerable to manipulation. From slaughtering Tusken Raiders to executing Count Dooku, Anakin was already doing things that a Jedi shouldn't, and he was justifying them. From being refused the rank of Master to being asked to spy on his mentor, he felt used, rejected, and alone. Palpatine had been whispering in Anakin's ear since he was 9 years old, feeding his ego, his doubts, and his fears. A true master of manipulation, the dark side of the Sith's influence was constant and slow. Anakin became a hardened soldier of war. He was trained to keep peace, but lived as a killer. That tore up his soul piece by piece over the Clone Wars. Anakin married Padme in secret. He was emotional, possessive, and impulsive, and not even Obi-Wan stepped in and just turned a blind eye. This was not evil to him, this was survival. He believed that the Jedi would not save her, but he could if he had enough power. And this one winds me up the most. At the start of the film, Padme reveals that she's pregnant, and at the end of the film, she miraculously gives birth. People think Revenge of the Sith takes place over days or weeks. In reality, it takes place over 7 months, so you don't just give birth over the course of a few days. This is more than enough time for the fear, guilt, and manipulation to build.